Dun, dun, dun. Hello, beautiful people. Good morning. It's me, Robin by Carpenter Briscoe, your favorite spiritual life coach. I am grateful to be with you this morning. It is rainy outside, so you may periodically hear some thunder. We are getting some serious rain here in Louisiana, in Baton Rouge. So, yeah, I love the rain. It makes me kind of sleepy though. But in our house when I was growing up, when we'd have a really great day like this and it was super rainy, my mom always called it a black and white movie day. Because when we were growing up, that's what we would do. Be like, oh, can't go anywhere, don't do anything, go sit and watch some black and white movie, that like had Cary Grant in it or something. Audrey Hepburn. But anyway, so I love the rain. We have I record the rain. My husband grew up in the country, so the sound of the rain is something that brings her comfort, and that it's just raining on the roof. So sometimes I'll send her videos or of the rain from the house because she's not in it. She always seems to miss the rainstorms. Anyway, so that is what I started my day with today. I started my day with gratitude for the rain. And that is what we are talking about today, isn't it? Today is day 11 of the magic and the crystals. So we are here with Rhonda Byrne's book, The Magic, and my book, Let's Get Stoned. And we are this morning discussing a magic morning. And it is exactly that. It is a magic morning. That rain. And often I have lived in many places, and I know many times of serious gratitude for when the rain finally did come. So I'm always grateful for rain. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus Aurelius. Yes. So before I read this next quote, I would like us to get settled and take a deep breath in together. And then if you're willing, close your eyes while I read it to you. So let's take a nice deep breath in and relax with a sigh. And if you're willing, close your eyes just for a moment. Lock in on the true feeling of gratitude. Let that feeling wash all over you. Sit deeper in this feeling. Truly allow yourself to feel it in every cell. Open your eyes. That was me. I wrote that. So, okay. This is what I have to say about today's gratitude practice. So the reason that you needed to read it last night was because you were supposed to rise, and before you did anything else, you were supposed to think thoughts of gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for my feet hitting the ground. Thank you for my eyes opening. Thank you for the breathing. Thank you for waking for another day. Thank you, thank you, thank you, right? So by the time we are getting together right now, you ought to have said at least 10 thank yous already. So If you haven't done that yet, I'm going to say, as soon as we finish here, don't do anything else before you go through like your thank yous a little bit. Okay. And if you don't do any other practice in this book, and there are 28 days of things to do, right? If you don't do anything else, do this. Do this, because if you can get up every morning and have gratitude before you think any other thoughts, before you think anything else, before anything else comes to mind, if you can think thoughts of gratitude, your life will be better. Your day will start brighter. It will change your life forever. Doing only this. Think thoughts of gratitude. Just thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you for my opportunity to watch Robin. Anyway, so if you don't like, this is I'm telling you, I want you to get this, okay? Thinking thoughts of gratitude can change everything. I told you the story of me writing in the journal after having an argument with my husband, and I had promised myself that I was going to. Maybe did I tell you this? I promised myself I wasn't going to say anything in the journal before I started with gratitude. So the first thing I did was think thoughts of gratitude about my husband. And what's funny is, whatever I was going to say after that, I have no idea what it was, because by the time I had thought of all the reasons I was grateful for her, whatever I was mad about was gone. What was actually coming to mind today was I was mad, like mad. So I went on a walk, and I was things and whatever. And I was probably like 30 minutes in. I had gone way farther than I ever went, but I decided to randomly go up this road. I wonder what that park is up there. So there I went, and I took off and I started climbing. And by the time I got like halfway up, and there was this really great shot of the bay from up there. And I was feeling so good, because endorphins are a wonderful thing. And I took a picture and sent it to my husband, because I was like, look, babe, look how wonderful. Isn't it beautiful? Because all the things were gone. Like whatever it was, whatever the reason I had started off on that walk, I have no idea what it was by the time 20 minutes in, 30 minutes in, because all I could think thoughts of were how grateful I was to be in this beautiful place, and look how beautiful this view is, and how I had to share it with my husband. Gratitude works every time. Every time. Having a hard time with anything, sit and think thoughts about and gratitude for that thing. What can you be grateful for? What can you be grateful for? Right? So this practice of getting up every day and thinking thoughts. I loved how she said, when my feet hit the floor, the one foot hits and it's thank, and the other foot hits and it's you. And remember, you don't have to thank someone. You can just simply be thankful. You can just thank you. Thank you. Thank you for providing this life for me. Thank you for this beautiful home. Thank you for this rain that is cleansing so many things and reducing the pollen of the trees that I'm having with issues right now. Thank you for all the beautiful things. Yes? So you may have gotten a clue from my attire today about the stone I am going to choose for today's practice. So if you don't know, it's amethyst. Okay, So I'm gonna, yes, I'm wearing amethyst, but I want to hold this one up because this is the one, in case you don't recognize it, but you should. This is the one from the cover, Magic in the Crystals. Do you remember? I think you might. So every time you open a new day, it starts with a picture of this amethyst right here, because that is how much I believe in amethyst. So amethyst, I love amethyst. Amethyst is this great starter stone, right? The first time I ever had, I can honestly say the first stone I was ever actually conscious of it having a name and it having a particular look and color attached to it, it was amethyst. And what's funny about this is because it's in connection to my birthstone, which is not amethyst. Amethyst is the birthstone for February. Alexandrite is the birthstone for June. Actually, June has 2 birthstones. I'm not sure how that happened, but I should look it up one of these days. June has 2 birthstones, so I'm just lucky. Maybe it's a Gemini thing, but pearl and alexandrite. Well, alexandrite is kind of this light lavender to sometimes pink stone, right? It is not always easy to find. So my mom, who was also born in June, decided to start buying amethyst because it was also a purple stone. And since she could find that more easily, she just decided that that was the stone that she was going to get. I don't know. Sounded reasonable to me. What did I know? I was a kid. But it was the first stone I ever knew about, ever, was an amethyst. And so I've always been slightly fascinated with amethyst. And then, of course, when I started going down the stone and crystal, when I learned all the things that I learned about stones and crystals, then amethyst just became that much better. So amethyst, I create my reality. Is that not what I am talking about every day? Create a life that rocks. If you're going to create a life, and you create your life every day. I create my reality. Claim it. I can change my reality. I am aligned with my higher wisdom. This is really important. Amethyst is 7th chakra. This is all like higher alignment, wisdom stone. Like this is all the like none of this temporal stuff. This is all the like, none of that bullshit. This is about higher source wisdom. It helps you find strength to change. I think this is huge, right? Because part of the thing about making changes in your life is that you have to believe that change is possible, and B, give yourself time and courage to make those changes. And what often happens for people is that they know that they ought to be changing something. They know that change is even possible. They're just not sure they have the courage or the strength to actually do the changing. So, one, get help. If you think that you need change and you don't think you can do it, that you really have the wherewithal to be able to do it, get help. One, get a stone, right? Get an amethyst. That's going to be able to help you. Also, go to someone, a trusted friend that you think is got good advice. If you need higher level help, go to, get therapy. Call a spiritual life coach. Call whatever. Get the help you think you need. But change is always possible. And the best thing about stones and crystals is they are with you all the time, right? Yes, I'm a spiritual life coach. So I'm the person that people hire, essentially, engage, whatever word you want to use, to help them. At the same time, if I'm doing my job right, if I am being in service to what I say my calling is, then I'm helping you figure out how to help yourself, because I'm not always going to be there and stuff's going to happen, and you can't be like sitting on the side of the road wishing that you could talk it through with me because I'm not available and you still got to figure out your shit. Like you have to be able to find your way through things. Yes. Because you always have you. You are the only person that is always there. So you have to be able to find a way to find your way. So amethyst is a great stone to help anchor your understanding that you have higher levels of wisdom that you can tap into. There's only one of us here anyway. So if it's in my consciousness, it can be in your, it is also available in your consciousness as well. This is high level conversation, but you get my point. So this is what is really important. This was one of my favorite things when I was looking up phrases to use to help you understand the power of this stone. It helps you avoid harmful distractions, to change old habits through conscious intent. I'm going to read it again. It helps you avoid harmful distractions, to change old habits through conscious intent. So hear me now. If you are looking to change something, right? And we're on this 28-day journey together. This is about the length of time they say it really takes to change your life in meaningful ways, to create a new habit, right? 21 days. They say it used to say it was shorter, and they're realizing it's longer. It's really about a month, 28 days, right? So here we are on our 28-day journey, and we're on day 11, and we're still hammering home this whole idea of gratitude. Gratitude's the point, right? And every day we're talking about another way of getting to gratitude. And every day we're fighting some thoughts or people's adding us, to break our focus on the gratitude. There's always going to be something to distract you. There's always going to be someone that's going to say to you, I don't really think there's anything to be grateful about in this. If it's not just you, right? What's there to be grateful for? I'm this, and I'm this, and I'm this, and I'm this, and I have this, and this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong. And don't you understand? I am this victim in my life right now. So how can I possibly be grateful? And I'm saying, well, you better find something to be grateful for, because what's the point of having your life if there's nothing that's good in it? So be grateful for something. Start somewhere. I'm grateful I have breath in my lungs to complain. I'm grateful I have enough intelligence to know all the things that are wrong in my life. Say something like that out loud to yourself and see if you can say it with full seriousness. Because the idea of stating yourself in gratitude, to be able to be smart enough to know how to complain, is hilarious and should make you feel as ridiculous as this I can't find gratitude idea is. Of course you can. Of course you can. There's always, as long as there's breath in your lungs, there's breath in your lungs. And that is something to be grateful for. Period. So not only does it help you avoid harmful distractions, what it's helping you do is and focus on this ability to be able to change what you're saying you want to change, because you are being intentional about the change. Yes? If you are saying, I really want to change, this is really important to me. This is important to me. It is important to me to be this person. It is important to me for my well-being. It is important to me for my journey. It is important that I change this. This stone can help you change it. And the best way I can possibly imagine to engage change in this way is to do it in conjunction with your morning gratitude. So I say, stick it under your pillow or stick it right next to your bed, next to your nighttime gratitude stone, right? So you have that gratitude rock that was part of the practice from day 3, right? Every night you sit there with your stone, with your rock, with your crystal, whatever it is, whatever you call it. Thank you. This was the best thing that happened today. So in the morning, roll over, grab the other stone, grab your amethyst, and say, thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this ability to be able to say thank you. Thank you that I can stand. I literally spoke to someone yesterday. She was telling me, I was asking her about some of her health issues. And she said there are some days where literally her leg would not work while they were trying to figure out what was wrong with her. So she couldn't stand up. And they didn't know why. So on the days that she can, that's when she's grateful. On the day that she can't quite get out of the bed and her dog pushes her on the butt to help her get out of the bed, she's grateful. So yeah, we need to start our day with gratitude. All of the reasons that there are. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful that I'm getting up every day and I have you to have these conversations with. You know why? Because it helps remind me every day of why I am so grateful for the life that I live. I live an illimitable life. And guess what? So do you. Your life is illimitable because you are illimitable. And that means you can go out and create a life that rocks. Do, 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 do. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. Have a really wonderful rest of your day. That rocking day.